We wanted to celebrate the beauty and talent of Black actresses who appeared in Hollywood movies during a special time known as the Golden Era of the 1960s. Our special list features actresses who not only acted in movies, but also helped shape the history of cinema and showed us the different experiences of Black people. So, let's explore the amazing stories of these actresses from the 1960s to today. And if you think we missed someone special, please tell us in the comments below. Number 20. Judy Pace, 81 years old. Judy Pace is an African-American actress, born on June 15, 1942. She gained popularity in the late 1960s and 1970s by starring in sexy and free-spirited movies. She also appeared in many television shows during this time, including one season of the drama series The Young Lawyers. Judy also played a key role in the critically acclaimed 1971 ABC TV movie Brian's Song. She became the first Black villainess on TV in 1968, with her role in the show Peyton Place. Judy married actor Don Mitchell in 1972, and they had 2 daughters together before getting a divorce in 1984. Interestingly, Judy was once courted by the late baseball great Curt Flood in 1966 when he saw her as a contestant on the game show The Dating Game. They dated until 1970. After divorcing Don Mitchell, Judy met Curt Flood again, and they got married in 1986. Sadly, Flood passed away in 1997. Judy Pace is now 81 years old, and she is still remembered for her groundbreaking work in Hollywood. Number 19. Brenda Sykes, 74 years old. Born June 25, 1949, she acted in many films and TV series in the 1970s. Sykes was discovered on a TV show called The Dating Game. In the movie Black Gun, she played the love interest of actor Jim Brown. It turns out that Brown was responsible for her being cast in the role because he was attracted to her in real life. On the TV show Ozzy's Girls, which aired from 1973 to 1974, she played the role of a college student who lived with Ozzy and Harriet Nelson. Sykes also appeared as a character named Mandy, who was one of Jimmy Walker's girlfriends on the 1970s sitcom Good Times. She starred in the first season of The Streets of San Francisco and played the role of Summer Johnson on the CBS series Executive Suite. Currently, Sykes is 74 years old. She was married to musician Gil Scott-Heron from 1978 to 1987 and is the mother of poet Gia Scott-Heron. Number 18. Rosalind Cash, 1933 to 1995. Rosalind Cash was born on December 31st, 1938, and she started her career by forming and working with the Negro Ensemble Company. One of her most famous roles was in the 1971 science fiction film The Omega Man. She also played a notable role as Mary May Ward in the popular TV series General Hospital from 1994 until she passed away in 1995. Cash received many awards and honors throughout her career, including the Phoenix Award from the Black American Cinema Society in 1987 and induction into the Black Filmmakers Hall of Fame in 1992. She never got married or had children, and she died of cancer on October 31st, 1995, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California, when she was 56 years old. Number 17. Nichelle Nichols, 1932 to 2022. Born on December 28, 1932, Nichelle Nichols was an amazing actress, singer, and dancer who played a very important role in American television. She was famous for her portrayal of Uhura in Star Trek and its film sequels. Her work was a milestone for African-American actresses as she broke the stereotype barrier by playing a non-stereotypical role. Before that, African-American actresses were often portrayed as maids or housekeepers. In 1966, Nichols shared the first on-screen kiss between a black female and white male on American television with her co-star William Shatner. This was a big deal, and they received a lot of mail in response. Surprisingly, 99% of the letters were positive. Nichols' personal life was not always smooth. She got married when she was 18 to a much older dancer, but they separated soon after, and she gave birth to their son. In 1968, she married a songwriter, but they eventually got divorced. Sadly, Nichols passed away due to heart failure in Silver City, New Mexico, on July 30th, 2022, at the age of 89. Number 16. Teresa Graves, 1948 to 2002. Teresa Graves, born on January 10, 1948, was a well-known actress famous for her role as Christy Love in the TV series Get Christy Love. During her career, she also starred in the movie Old Dracula in 1974. Tragically, on October 10, 2002, her home in Los Angeles caught fire due to a space heater. Despite efforts to rescue her, Graves was found unconscious and later passed away in the hospital. She was 54 years old. Graves was not only known for her talent, but also for her dedication to caring for her mother, with whom she lived in the Hyde Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. Her sudden and untimely death shocked her fans and the entertainment industry alike. Number 15. Mary Wilson, 1944 to 2021. Mary Wilson, born on March 6, 1944, was a beloved American singer, best known for her role as a founding member of the Supremes, one of the most iconic girl groups of all time. Their chart-topping hits dominated the 1960s, making them a household name worldwide. Wilson's talent shone through on many of their singles, contributing her distinctive backing vocals to their success. Beyond her music career, Wilson's personal life often made headlines, with relationships with prominent figures like Flip Wilson, Duke Fakir, and David Frost. She married Pedro Ferrer, with whom she had 3 children before their divorce in 1981. In her later years, Wilson continued to captivate audiences and had plans for new solo music. Sadly, she passed away on February 8, 2021, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the music industry. Number 14. Leslie Uggams, 88 years old. Born on May 25, 1943, Leslie Marion Uggams is a talented American actress and singer who started her career as a child in the early 1950s. She is best known for her role as Kizzy Reynolds in the popular TV miniseries Roots, 1977, which earned her Golden Globe and Emmy Award nominations. In recent years, Leslie has gained new fans for her appearances in superhero movies like Deadpool, 2016, its 2018 sequel, and the upcoming 2024 third film, where she plays blind Al. Leslie has been married to Graham Pratt, her longtime manager, since 1965. They decided to settle in New York City because it was more accepting of interracial relationships. The couple has 2 children, Danielle and Justice. Number 13. Beverly Johnson, 71 years old. Beverly Ann Johnson is a famous American model, actress, singer, and businesswoman. Born on October 13, 1952, she became well known after being the first black model to appear on the cover of American Vogue in August 1974. Her first modeling agent, Eileen Ford, didn't believe she could do it, but she proved herself wrong by quitting and joining a rival agency. Johnson was also one of the many women who came forward with their stories of sexual harassment during the trial of Bill Cosby in 2018. The New York Times even listed her as one of the most influential people in fashion in the 20th century. 71 years old now, Johnson has been married twice, with her first marriage to real estate agent Billy Potter ending in 1974. She later married businessman and music producer Danny Sims in 1977. Number 12. Vonetta McGee, 1945 to 2010. She was an actress born on January 14, 1945, who appeared in several movies including The Great Silence, Blackula, Shaft in Africa, Detroit 9000, and The Eiger Sanction. She was also a regular on a TV show called Bustin' Loose. She was often confused with another actress, Lonette McKee, because they had similar sounding names and were light-skinned African-American women. She was in a relationship with her co-star Max Julien for 3 years, and wanted to focus on writing and filmmaking. However, she had to take a break from her career because of ongoing health issues related to Hodgkin's lymphoma. She returned to acting in 1984 with the film Repo Man. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed with cancer in 2001 and passed away on July 9, 2010 due to a heart attack at the age of 65. Number 11. Lola Falana, 81 years old. Lola Falana was a famous American singer, dancer, and actress. She was born on September 11, 1942, in Camden, New Jersey, to a family of African American and Cuban descent. Lola became popular in the early 1970s when she appeared on several TV shows, including The Joey Bishop Show and The Hollywood Palace, where she showed off her talents in music, dance, and comedy. She was also the first supporting player on the new Bill Cosby Show, which debuted on her 30th birthday in 1972. Lola had a romantic relationship with her mentor Sammy Davis Jr., which became public knowledge after he confessed it to his then-wife Mae Britt. This led to their divorce in 1968. In 1970, Lola married Feliciano Butch Tavares Jr., a member of the popular R&B and soul vocal band Tavares. They divorced in 1975. Lola Falana is now 81 years old, but her legacy as a talented performer lives on. Number 10. Pam Grier, 74 years old. Pamela Suzette Grier is a famous American actress and singer, known for her roles in action and blaxploitation movies during the 1970s. Some of her well-known films include Women in Cages and The Big Dollhouse. These movies were shot in the Philippines, where she contracted a life-threatening tropical disease that caused her to lose her hair and temporarily lose her vision. It took her almost a year to recover from this disease. Born on May 26, 1949, Grier has been nominated for several awards, including Emmy, Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild, Satellite, and Saturn Awards. She is also known for her relationship with basketball player Ferdinand Lewis, who later converted to Islam and changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Today, at the age of 74, Grier lives on a ranch in Colorado. She is friends with actor and Protestant minister Rosie Grier, but denies rumors that they are related. Number 9. Gloria Hendry, 75 years old. Gloria Hendry is an American actress and former model who was born on March 3, 1949. She is famous for her roles in movies from the 1970s, especially for playing Rosie Carver in the James Bond film Live and Let Die, and Helen Bradley in the blaxploitation films Black Caesar and Hell Up in Harlem. She is also known for being the first African-American woman to have a romantic relationship with James Bond in a movie. In her interview on the Showtime series, We Need to Talk About Cosby, she talks about being the first black Bond girl and how there were no black stunt women at that time. In the clip they show in the series when Bond pulls her into the room and flips her on the bed, it is a black man in a wig and white dress. She is now 75 years old and was married to Philip W. Wright from 1995 until he died in 2022. Number 8. Diahann Carroll, 1935 to 2019. Diahann Carroll, born on July 17, 1935, was an American actress, singer, model, and activist. She starred in 3 films recognized for their cultural significance by the Library of Congress: Carmen Jones, 1954, Porgy and Bess, 1959, and Eve's Bayou, 1997. Throughout her career, she received numerous awards, including a Tony Award in 1962, a Golden Globe Award in 1968, and 5 Emmy Award nominations. Carroll's personal life was marked by ups and downs, particularly in her romantic relationships. In the early 1970s, she was engaged to David Frost, a famous British talk show host, but called it off and married another man, Freddie Glusman, shortly after. However, this marriage was short-lived. In 1997, Carroll was diagnosed with breast cancer, which came as a shock to her as there was no history of it in her family, and she had always maintained a healthy lifestyle. Sadly, she passed away from cancer at her home in West Hollywood, California, on October 4, 2019, at the age of 84. Number 7. Barbara McNair, 1934 to 2007. Barbara McNair had a career that lasted for more than 5 decades, spanning television, film, and stage. She started in music in the late 1950s, performing in nightclubs. However, despite her talent and success, she faced racism at various points in her career. One notable instance was when she appeared in No Strings, a musical by Richard Rodgers set in Paris, where she faced hateful phone calls and mail due to the interracial romance depicted in the play. In Miami, she even had to leave a hotel that allowed her to stay, but barred her from using the pool because of her race. There were times when she had to dine in the employees' area of hotels because she wasn't allowed in the main dining room. Born on March 4, 1934, McNair passed away on February 4, 2007, at the age of 72, after battling throat cancer for 7 years in Los Angeles. Number 6. Carol Speed, 1945 to 2022. Speed started her journey in showbiz as a singer, backing up Bobby Gentry at Harrah's Club in Reno, Nevada. Her TV career kicked off in 1970 with a small role on the NBC series Julia. She also appeared in commercials and various TV shows like Sanford and Son and Days of Our Lives during the 70s. In 1972, she made her big screen debut in The New Centurions and later played a role in The Big Bird Cage. Speed spent her later years in Atlanta, Georgia. Her personal life intertwined with her work as she was romantically involved with Frank Ward, a figure whose life inspired the film The Mac. Speed had a child who passed away before her, leaving behind a grandson. She was born on March 14, 1945, and sadly passed away in Muskogee, Oklahoma on January 14, 2022, at the age of 76. Her death closely followed that of her co-star from The Mac, Max Julien. She was cremated after her passing. Number 5. Paula Kelly, 1942 to 2020. Paula Alma Kelly was a talented American actress, singer, dancer, and choreographer who worked in films, television, and theater. Born on October 21, 1942, she started her career in the 1960s and made her Broadway debut in the musical Something More in 1964. Over the years, she acted in many other Broadway productions, including Sophisticated Ladies in 1981, where she performed alongside Gregory Hines and Phyllis Hyman. In 1985, she married British film director Don Chaffee, but he passed away in 1990. From 2003, she was in a relationship with George Parkington. Unfortunately, Paula passed away on February 8, 2020, at the age of 77 due to heart failure. Number 4. Diana Ross, 79 years old. She was the lead singer of a popular group called The Supremes, who were very successful during the 1960s and considered one of the best girl groups of all time. They still hold the record for the highest-ranking female group in history. Born in 1944, she is the only female artist who has ever had #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 as a solo artist, as part of a duet, as a member of a trio, and as part of a group. She is also one of the top 5 artists on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart from 1955 to 2018, combining her solo hits and those with the Supremes. In 1965, she started a romantic relationship with Berry Gordy and gave birth to her first child, Rhonda, in 1971. She then married a music executive named Robert Ellis Silberstein, and today she is 79 years old. Number 3. Ruby Dee, 1922 to 2014. Ruby Dee, born on October 27, 1922, was a multi-talented American figure known for her work as an actress, poet, playwright, screenwriter, journalist, and civil rights activist. She was married to Ossie Davis, with whom she frequently collaborated until his passing in 2005. Dee and Davis appeared together in 9 films, showcasing their partnership both on and off screen. Their notable collaborations include movies like No Way Out, 1950, Do the Right Thing, 1989, and Jungle Fever, 1991. In 1995, Dee and Davis were honored with the American National Medal of the Arts for their contributions to the arts in Washington, D.C. Dee passed away on June 11, 2014, at her home in New Rochelle, New York, due to natural causes. She was 91 years old at the time of her death. Number 2. Diana Patricia Sands, 1934 to 1973. Diana Patricia Sands was an American actress who was born on August 22, 1934. She is best known for her role as Beneatha Younger in the play and film versions of Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun. Sands was married once, but did not have any children. She was engaged to Kurt Baker, an assistant film director, at the time of her death. Sands passed away on September 21, 1973, at the age of 39 due to a type of cancer called leiomyosarcoma. Her funeral was held at St. Catherine of Siena Church in Manhattan, New York, and she was buried at Ferncliff Cemetery and Mausoleum in Hartsdale, New York. Number 1. Cicely Tyson, 1924 to 2021. Cicely Tyson was a remarkable African-American actress who won the Emmy Award for her outstanding performance in the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman in 1974. Born on December 19, 1924, she was known for playing strong African-American women in TV and movies. Tyson got married at a young age, and she had a daughter soon after. Later, she started dating a famous jazz musician named Miles Davis. They got married in 1981 in a ceremony attended by many famous people, including Bill Cosby and Andrew Young. Tyson passed away at the age of 96 on January 28, 2021, and her funeral was held at a church in Harlem and attended by Tyler Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Bill and Hillary Clinton. She was laid to rest in Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx, next to her former husband, Miles Davis. So this was all about today's video. If you enjoyed watching the video, please hit a like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.